This is KGW News at noon.
Thank you for joining us today at noon on this Valentine's Day. We're glad you're here. We start things off with a live look out at our Timberline sky cam there on the left and ODOT camera out looking at government camp there on the right. Kind of uneventful right now on Mount Hood, although you see a few flakes if you look closely. Rod, I know the Central Cascades I heard are getting some snow for sure. Not long until the snow starts really coming down at Timberline.
Yeah, keep in mind everything with this storm has been moving slowly south to north so far this morning. So here's the center of the storm offshore, and it's on its way to just offshore from the mouth of the Columbia. It will set there a little bit farther north than it is right now. It will set there through the day tomorrow, and you can see the moisture starting to build up. Portland finally starting to get rain, and we actually have some heavier rain pockets where you see the yellow out on the west side, and our radar up above the Coast Range highways in the Coast Range is picking up some snow there, and here's the light snow that we're now picking up in the Cascades. Lots of watches and warnings. The purple color is the winter storm warning for the Cascades and parts of central Oregon up into Wasco County as well. All of the white areas for lesser snow accumulations under winter weather advisories. And notice, not right now, but starting this evening, overnight tonight, that does include the North Willamette Valley, which is Portland Metro, up into Vancouver and Clark County. We're watching a number of things. Number one, the winds, which are now starting to slowly pick up from the east. Sustained out of Troutdale at 16, but gusting to 22 miles per hour. So nothing overly windy right now, but those winds are going to get stronger and stronger. And eventually, later this afternoon, Gresham, for example, you'll start to get some 30, 35 mile per hour east winds. The wind direction is east at this point, all the way off the coast. Christine talked about the light snow. You can just see flurries up at Timberline. Good and cold up there, 24. Snow level today is 3,000. That'll get much lower tonight. And here's downtown Portland. We're just starting to pick up some light rain in the area. We have been warming. We're at 47 degrees. It'll be raining and then getting colder through 4 o'clock and then still raining this evening. We will get into a lot more of these storm headlines, but one of the headlines, as I toss it back to you, is the fact that we still believe we could see some sticking snow in the higher metro hills tonight, basically above 500 feet up through 1,000. And again, lots more detail in the forecast coming up.
Yeah, so much to talk about. Okay, thank you, Rod. Now to our top news story at noon. The man accused of killing his fiancée and leaving her body inside a car in Skamania County was in court today. 33-year-old John French was arraigned in Multnomah County Court on murder charges related to the death of his fiancée, Jeannie Enyart. During the hearing this morning, Enyart's family said they will attend every hearing. They say they hope French is locked away for a long time.
We're not going to stop fighting. We're not going to give up. We're going to be here every single day there's a court hearing, and we're going to fight against this person who took my mother's life away.
French's next court date is set for late March. And Multnomah County Sheriff's deputies hope you can help them find this missing woman. Take a look at your screen. Her name is Joanne Lee. The sheriff's office says she walked away from her caretaker in Wood Village near Gresham. She was last seen Monday afternoon near the Wood Village burrito shop on Halsey Street. The sheriff's office says she may have been headed to Southeast Portland around Southeast Raymond Street. They also say she needs medication that she does not have with her. So if you see her, call 911. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says it is time for a new Interstate Bridge, which, by the way, is turning 107 years old today. Secretary Buttigieg got a first-hand look at the bridge yesterday on day 2 of his trip to Portland. During the tour, he met with both Oregon Governor Tina Kotek and Washington Governor Jay Inslee. They all agree the bridge needs to be replaced. Both states have agreed to pitch in millions of dollars in addition to the $600 million that the federal government chipped in last year. But that, all combined with money from tolls, makes up only about a third of the $6 billion that's needed to build it.
The $600 million is a vote of confidence in the cooperation that is happening on both sides of the river. You know, this is an ambitious project with an ambitious timeline, and it is going to take a lot of work to stay on that timeline. Part of what makes that possible is funding.
So there's at least one major federal grant pending, and depending on what additional money comes in, construction is expected to start in a couple years. There is a push to rework Oregon Measure 110. That's the voter-approved law that decriminalized possession of small amounts of hard drugs in the state and provides funding for drug treatment. Our Blair Best decided to check in on one addiction recovery center in Newburgh, funded in part by Measure 110.
Yeah, please, come on in.
Tucked off North Villa Road in Newburgh
Come on through.
is an open door for those struggling with addiction.
Yeah, we provide outpatient treatment services here.
Joe Bezeghi is with Recovery Works Northwest. They run the clinic. It opened 1 year ago this week. It's the first of its kind in Yamhill County.
So we offer medicines that reduce overdose, control cravings, and otherwise support recovery.
It cost just over $1 million to open. They could afford it, all thanks to Measure 110, the landmark voter-approved initiative that decriminalized public use of hard drugs and put cannabis tax dollars toward opening centers like this one. It's a partnership that can't be missed here, as the shop next door is a marijuana dispensary.
So Measure 110 provided us an opportunity to establish a physical presence here in Newburgh, serving Yamhill County residents.
I started using fentanyl about 2 years ago, got heavily into it, became homeless, lost my job, lost my family.
Justin Bai and his wife Nicole are among the more than 450 people the clinic has helped in the past year.
I get the Suboxone shot, so I come here once a month and get a shot in my stomach. It's helped me immensely. I don't think I could have done it without them.
And they welcome me back every time, even if I'd failed previously.
They're just very, very supportive. A lot of them have been through it themselves, and that helps a lot.
Like Robbie Hoffman, a mentor at the clinic.
I learned from them back when I was a patient and what I needed, and now I'm able to reverse that and give that to the people.
Blair Best, KGW News.
Here are some other local headlines we're keeping an eye on for you. Some Uber and Lyft drivers in the Portland area just wrapped up a protest within the last half hour as part of a nationwide push for fair pay and job protections. Drivers Union Oregon, the group organizing the protest locally, demonstrated at the Portland Uber hub on Northeast Weidler Street and 17th in the Lloyd District. The union says one big issue is pay disparity between Portland and Vancouver, claiming Portland drivers are paid just over half what drivers get in Vancouver. And Alaska Airlines flight attendants voted in favor of authorizing a strike. The union says more than 99% of participating members gave a yes vote. So this does not mean that a strike is imminent. The authorization just means attendants could strike if they can't agree on a new contract with Alaska. Federal regulators also would still have to give their approval before one could happen. The last time Alaska Airlines flight attendants went on strike was 31 years ago in 1993. We also have an update on the dead fin whale that washed up on the Oregon coast. A necropsy team says it likely died due to an underlying illness because there were no other obvious signs of injuries. The whale washed up on the coast along Sunset Beach in Warrenton Monday. State parks officials plan to let the body stay there and decompose naturally. Scientists say the whale was a young male that was 46 feet long. A fin whale washing up is particularly rare because they normally stay much further off the coast.